All right, so many of you do the workouts, which I'm so excited about, but are you warming up? So warm-ups are so important, and it's so important to make sure that we're warming up in a way that also warms up our muscles, not just kind of jump starts them into activity. So I want to show you dynamic warm-up, which is what I like to do with all of my classes, kind of tailored for the living room space. So dynamic warm-up, you've seen athletes do it, a lot of sports teams do it. It's a great way to kind of get range of motion in the joints, warm up the joints. There's a great article about what dynamic warm-up is and how it's important on Foothill Sports Medicine webpage. Not supporting them, but if you want information on it, Google it, look it up. I like it. I think it's really important. So, case in that, here we go. Let's go ahead and start warming up. All right, so first, all I'm going to do is I'm going to do a single knee to chest. And with the single knee to chest, what I want you to do is I want you to pull it towards your arm. So I'm pulling my right knee towards my right shoulder. And then as I pull and hug it in actively with my arms, I'm going to elevate onto my foot. So I'm pressing through the toe of the other foot. So I'm going to drive the knee up, go up on my toe, and I'm just going to alternate. I'm going to do 10 on each side. Pull in. My chest is lifted the whole time. I'm not dropping my chest down to meet my leg. I'm pulling everything up and in like I'm in a Jetsons tube. Just going up to the ceiling. Okay. And last one on each side. Woo! Don't lose your balance. But that's a good thing. Dynamic warm-up also helps with balance. So after a single knee to chest, we're going to do a quad stretch. So kick your heel towards your bottom. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, switch. So it should be held 3 to 5 seconds, not longer. When you go into longer, you get into more of a static stretch, not as beneficial, okay? Because that actually cools down the muscle instead of warming up. We want to warm it up. Try to get your knees side by side. Notice how my knee is kind of kicked out when I catch it, and then I actively squeeze it in, up, squeeze it in, up, squeeze it in. My core is tight. My chest is still lifted as much as I can. Even when I lose my balance, I try to hug everything back in. Next up, cross body pull. Outside of the knee with one hand, ankle with the other. Pull it across your body towards the opposite shoulder and switch. Okay, so my opposite hand, I'm going for my sock line and I'm pulling it up in. Notice my chest is still lifted. I'm still not dropping down to meet my foot. It's my foot's job to come up to me. Okay? And I'm just doing 10 on each side. Haven't used much space, so if you don't have a lot of space, this is perfect. Okay, next up. So we've done a lot of the legs. We're going to focus on the hips now. So what I want you to do is you're going to do a bit of a hamstring stretch as you kick and reach forward. Now the goal, we're going to do 10 total. But as you kick, it should get higher, okay? You're just alternating, getting higher, getting higher, getting higher. Try to keep your chest up. There we go. Next up. Go ahead, and if you have something to balance with, that's fine. Hands up. You're going to bow, chest and foot at the same time. You're going to bow and come back up. Bow, come back up. Okay. So my leg doesn't go higher than my chest goes lower, which means I'm not just dropping my chest and then lifting my foot. I'm trying to stay in a straight line from head to heel. Good. Next up, we're going to do a lunge. So we're going to lunge and reach, and then we're going to do a set with lunging and twisting. So lunge forward, 90-90. The leg that is down, the arm is going to reach up and over. So from the side or from the front, up and over. Okay? Step together, step back. Step together, step back. Step together, step back. Step together, step back. Good. Should feel it stretching your oblique. Keep going. Do 3 more. Here's 1 on the right. Here's 2. Last but not least, here's 3. Okay, now we're going to go into a rotation. So you're going to lunge down again. This time I'm going to rotate opposite arm, opposite leg. So I'm rotating towards the front leg. Step up and together. So here, rotate. Try to turn your shoulders. Rotate, not just your arms. So I'm really trying to twist on my spine, warming up my back. Good. Let's do 3 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Sorry, here's 2. Here's 3. Good. Go ahead. Take a long side step. Okay, so we're in a nice wide triangle here. We're going to rock our weight to our left. Back up to center. Rock our weight to our right. That's 1. Hold for 3 seconds. And up. 2, 3, and up. And up. And up. And up. Good. This one you should feel in your adductors. That's the muscles on the inside of your thigh. Make sure both toes are facing forward. You're really in parallel here. Last one. Okay. From here, let's take it to the top of our mat. We're going to do a modified version of inchworms. You don't have to do a push-up. If you're in one of my classes, you know I make you do push-ups here. Don't have to do push-ups. I want you to walk out to a plank. You're going to walk back in, rest in the pike position, walk back out, walk back in, rest in the pike. So here's your pike. Notice my hamstrings are tight right now. My back is tight. Can't really reach the floor. Okay? I'm going to bend my knees slightly, walk my hands out, walk my hands in all the way to my toes and rest for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to walk them out, walk it in, and rest for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it out, walk it in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it out, walk it in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it out, walk it in. If you get to the point where you can almost touch the floor, try to press your hands down or grab the back of your Achilles, pull your chest to the front of your thighs, press them out, and then walk out. Walk in, we have 4 more. Bend your knees slightly, chest to your thighs. Walk it out, walk it in, Bend your knees, grab your heels, sit down, walk it out, walk it in, bend and press. Okay, instead of rolling up, I want you to walk out. Take a step forward to the outside of your hand. Okay? This is part of the world's greatest. So you step to the side of your hand. You're going to straighten your leg. Okay? And lift your front toe. Rock back down, step back, step forward. Okay? So from the front, so you guys can see a little bit better, I'm literally stepping next to my arm. Okay? From here, you guys see, I don't know if you can see, that bookcase is in the way. From here, you're gonna rock back, straightening that leg, lifting that front toe, rock back down, back to a plank, step front again, rock back, lift that toe, and back down, okay? So, for world's greatest, there's several parts. Take your time in each part. Here we go. I'm gonna start off in that running lunge. Hands are in line with my foot. I rock back, lift the front toe, it's flexed up. I drop down, I switch. Step forward with the other foot, rock back, down, switch. 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 Last one. Okay. So, last thing I'd like you to do, roll out your ankles, roll them clockwise, roll them counterclockwise. Okay, so that was your lower body. Lower body should feel pretty warm, ready to go, right? Arms, circles. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Backwards. 3, 8, 9, 10. Big. No clap necessary, but it's kind of more fun. And the other way. Hands out, twist, side to side. Roll out your wrists. Roll out your shoulders. Head side to side. And circles. And the other way. Okay, so that's your warm-up. Not a ton of time. You can do it faster than I did it because I was explaining. Once you know all the things you're doing, make sure that it's specific to what you're doing. So if you're doing arms, make sure you do the arms. If you're doing a full body workout, do all of it. If you're doing just legs, you don't necessarily have to do the arms. But make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're putting in the time to warm up properly, get your body ready for activity. That way you get the best results and you don't get hurt. So as always, make sure that if you do have a previous condition or if a stretch hurts, take it easy. Be gentle with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Always consult your physicians to make sure that you're not going to do yourself any damage by trying to be healthy, okay? All right. If you need anything from me, you know where to comment. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful day, and don't forget your warm-ups.